welcome to the Passport to Success podcast, where this week we are talking about Instagram's big shake-up and hashtags that you can be using in your social media. I'm Becca, and there's no Simon this week because he's on his holidays, he's off on his jollies, so it's just me again. That's cool, as long as you like listening to the soothing sounds of my voice. Cool, so let's get started. And this week we have another free tool for you to use. Free tool. It's called Hotjar. This is quite interesting. So it actually records where people go on your website, and it can present it as a heat map. So you can see what bits people are clicking on, what bits people aren't clicking on. It's called Hotjar. And you can get free basic. It's a limited plan, students, enthusiasts, and it's free forever. There are limitations, with the free version, it's only limited reports. You do get unlimited users, and you can collect data from 2,000 page views a day, which is very impressive. So if you find that if you're getting a lot of traffic to your website, but people are getting a lot of traffic to your website, but you're not getting any conversions, you can look at your website and see how people are going on it. So it could be something like they don't understand where to go next, or your link might be broken, your click might be broken, it just gives a really good way to see how other people are using your website. And it's very visual. I'm sure you've all seen a heat map where the popular areas are red for hot, and the cold areas are the cold colours. So check out Hotjar. We are going to be looking at the bombshell news that dropped this week at the Facebook convention. Facebook are making huge changes to Facebook, Messenger and Instagram. We're going to be talking about the Instagram news mainly, but a couple of the highlights from the other networks is that mainly Facebook's having a bit of a revamp, a bit of a change up, and it's no longer going to be blue, it's going to be white. Interesting. And Messenger, they've been criticised before about the privacy of their users. So Messenger, they now have data encryption on end-to-end of messages, like as a standard now, and a few other things. But the main one that we're going to look at is Instagram and how they are going to stop showing how many people have liked photos. This could be quite controversial, especially for influencers or people who have a business on Instagram. So the idea is that they want Instagram to be a more healthier place for people to be. Social media can be seen as quite toxic and negative, especially platforms like Instagram, where they're very heavily photos. Well, it's all photos is Instagram, but they're edited and people are staging the seemingly perfect life. And there's two personas now that everybody has. It's their real self and their social self, where on their social medias they are portraying someone who is happy, confident, beautiful to some extent because of the filters, when in actual fact it could be very different from their reality. And it has caused a lot of issues, self-confidence, and especially young people growing up with something like this. They're constantly comparing themselves to the perfection of other people's lives and wishing they had it, not feeling bad about themselves, faking it themselves as well. So the idea is that they want people to focus on the posts rather than how many likes you're getting, how popular it is. Because I've been guilty of this, and I'm sure people have been guilty of this as well. The minute you put something up, you check in to see how many people have liked it, and if no one likes it, it's a little soul destroying when no one likes your post. But that shouldn't be the case. You shouldn't be constantly striving for more likes. You, as a user, can still see how many likes that you've got, but other people won't be able to see what likes you have. So if I'm following you, I can't see how many likes you've got. I can just see your picture. They have announced that they are running a test in Canada, trialling it to see what it's like. They're removing the likes on photos and videos in the feed and the profile. They want the followers to focus on the photos and the videos, not how many likes. I think it's a really nice sentiment. I think, and I agree, that social media can become quite toxic, and I want people to start making it into a really nice place, a communal place where people can share the good about their life, but also the bad if they want to. The thing is, this could affect people like influencers, because people pay influencers to post about things on their social media, and it depends on how many likes you get, how popular you are. They use metrics like this to understand how popular posts are, so the numbers can affect how much brands will pay them. Like if you're a micro-influencer, you've got less followers, but your engagement's better, as we've said in previous podcasts, because you can give a better user experience. However, people looking at your likes count, your follower count, to see how much they want to pay you to promote their product. So this could affect that kind of business. Also, if you're a business, you want people to think that you have lots of followers and people are going to be looking at it. So this is going to be a really interesting time in Instagram to see how this pans out. It's interesting to see how this will work out if they do decide to roll it out globally, or if it's a gradual rollout. We will keep you posted. And we are finally going to be looking at just some popular hashtags which you can use to increase your engagement. I know we're just talking about how engagement's totally changing, but for now, just keep going as if it isn't going to. So, popular hashtags. We've talked about jumping on the bandwagon so that you can gain more, as long as it's relevant, so you can gain more engagement. And we found a list of some of the popular ones that you need to think of. Think of it as daily engagement. Each day is a new opportunity to engage with new customers and existing customers. And we've also spoke about the importance of a content calendar where you structure what you have. So on Tuesdays you have blogs, on Friday you have videos, just so people get into a routine and you get into a routine so you're regularly posting. Some specific hashtags, as we say, let's look daily hashtags. So Monday is a good example for Motivation Monday, Monday Mood, Mindful Monday. There's always these negative connotations about Monday and Monday blues. And we're on about making social media a really positive place. So have you got a mantra that you use every Monday, or motivational quote which you love that week? Have it as your hashtag Monday motivation. Gets you, your employees, your followers, your clients into a great Monday mindset. Next up, Tuesday. Usually it's alliteration, so there's Travel Tuesday, Tuesday Trivia, Tuesday Thoughts. Another good one is Charity Tuesday, where if you work with a charity, CSR, corporate social responsibility, or you know a charity that you support, that could be a really good way that you can promote your relationship with that charity. When you use hashtags, as we've explained before, it kind of links it to all the other people that are doing it as well, and you get new people seeing your content when you use hashtags. Hashtags, that's it. I can't really say hashtags, so hashtags like Sean Connery. Wednesday Wisdom, Way Back Wednesday Wellness, they're quite nice ones. Again, creating the positive atmosphere around social media. Wednesday Wellness, what do you do in your office to promote wellness? Do you encourage stretching at your desk, or like in our office we have a table which is constantly filled with fruit that anyone can help themselves to, which is, it gets you off your desk, snacking on the right things. Win It Wednesday is a good one, where if you ever want to run a competition, Win It Wednesday, your customers can win something and you can encourage more people to join in who don't normally follow you because they followed you through the hashtag. That could be really nice. Wednesdays as well, Hump Day, so there's hashtag Hump Day. It's the hump of the week, it's downhill to the weekend if you work the traditional Monday to Friday. So that's all about, it's all good from here now, but it's the middle of the week, you can be left a bit stranded, It's a bit of a day, so Win It Wednesday would be a really nice idea to perk everybody up. Thursday, similar to Tuesday, it's another alliteration, but the main one's Throwback Thursday, TBT, Throwback Thursday. That's a good one where if you have come a long way in the past year, or just throw back to something which you were doing at a previous moment in time, that way you are bringing back old content and recirculating it as well. And you are inviting your customers, your clients, into your history, which is a really nice way to create a relationship with them and feel that they have been with you on that journey. Friday, of course, it's the end of many people's weeks, so there's always Friday Feeling. TGIF, Follow Friday is a good one, where people, mainly on Twitter, they tag a lot of people and they say Happy Follow Friday. And the idea is that their followers follow all these people and each other follow each other, and it's a way of boosting everybody's following count on Twitter, mainly on Twitter. And it can create nice community on Facebook. And if you have other people that you work with quite regularly, get them in on the action, tag them in a Follow Friday, and then your customers will follow them, their customers can follow you, etc, etc. Saturday, when you think of a traditional Monday to Friday 9 to 5, I know not everybody works it, but we're going to mainly focus on that. Saturday is when people are starting to do their fun things. So there's Saturday Style, where they're wearing something nice. Saturday night, people go out on Saturday night. Cataday is a good one. It's not technically Saturday, but it's Cataday. Cats are all over the internet. If you have office cats, work it. Use Cataday, especially on a Saturday. You are less likely to get business engagement on the weekends, as found, mainly on LinkedIn, but usually engagement dips on businesses at the weekend because other people are out doing things. They're, having family time, they're away, they're on days out, whereas during the week people are at work, so they look at it on your lunch, but then they're more likely to engage with businesses. It's quite interesting, the psychology around all that, and the idea that time is just a construct that people created, and the week is just something that someone has created, and yet everybody follows it. And there's a mentality around how Friday is a good day, but it's no different to Monday because it's just a day. It's really interesting, something we might go into later on, or just something that I'm rambling about, but something that is really interesting to think about. And finally, Sunday hashtags. Sunday fun day. A good one is Startup Sunday, where focusing on startup businesses, small businesses. If you are a startup, you can get out there with other startups using that hashtag. You can get new followers, people will retweet it if they see you're a startup because they want to support you. Sunday Reads is a nice one where people are having a chill Sunday, so they might be reading books. If you have a book, if you have favourite books in your business, Sunday Reads would be a nice hashtag to use as well. As we say with all hashtags, use them if they are relevant, and if they're not relevant, you might need to get creative with your thinking to make it relevant. We always recommend no more than between 3 and 5. 5 is really pushing it for a hashtag, otherwise it starts to look a bit spammy. And remember, if you are ever paid to advertise anything, you have to put that it is a paid ad, not just hide it somewhere in the hashtags. It needs to be obvious that it is a paid advert, that you've been paid to promote that. That's it for this week. Thank you for listening. I've been Becca from Passport to Success, the online platform built by industry experts designed to help advise, guide and support entrepreneurs and small business owners to success. Thanks for listening. Bye.